everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. And I'm reporting for the cryptocurrency market channel today. So, I want to remind everyone out there, or inform some people out there, about how to remain calm in Bitcoin. Because when you get into Bitcoin, many people tend to panic. And they sell when they shouldn't sell. They have weak hands, should we say. And this video is about how not to have a weak hand, how to have a strong hand, so that you can hang on to your Bitcoin. Now, often in Bitcoin, there are huge price drops. There's a lot of volatility out there. And there's going to be a lot of volatility for the next year, or maybe even in 2018 and 2019 also. Who knows how long the volatility will last? Now, traders love volatility, but not everyone is a trader. And many people who are traders aren't even good traders. So if you are a person who just wants to get into Bitcoin and see it grow and see your wealth grow, well, this video is for you. Because Bitcoin reflects the price of Bitcoin tends to drop a lot when there are rumors about China. And I'd call those China panics. But the thing is, when something happens in China, no matter what it is, the fundamentals of Bitcoin are unchanged. And that is something you need to keep in mind. But when something happens in China, it's so mystical. It's so overblown in Bitcoin. What happens in China is just, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in China goes all over the place and is amplified to a point of a ridiculous point. And we experience something called FUD, which stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Certain speculators out there start to spread rumors based on the event that happened, and people tend to get scared. One day, Bitcoin might be at $1,100, then some Chinese news comes out, the price drops to 1,000, under 1,000, and the rumors start flying. The fear, the uncertainty, and the doubts about Bitcoin, and trolls all over the web prey upon it, say it's going to be at 500 soon. So you have to have the strength to ignore those type of things. Now, if you're a trader or whatever, play in your little volatility land. That's fine. But regular people who are buy and hold people, you have to really be strict to the hold part. Because if you sell, you're going to end up regretting it. And a trader will be very happy if you sell. In fact, the trader will buy your Bitcoin that was just $1,100, and now you're like, oh my God, it's $900. I better sell and make a profit, and maybe I'll buy back later when it's cheaper. Well, yeah, you sell for $900. That trader will get your Bitcoin for $900 and a bunch of other people's Bitcoins, 9 other people's Bitcoins for $900. He'll pay $9,000 for 10 Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden, because of the volatility, Bitcoin will be worth 1,000 again. The FUD from China will be done. It'll be worth $1,000 again, and he'll sell all 10 Bitcoin. And one of them he'll sell, it will be to you, because you'll be like, oh my God, what just happened? It didn't go down to $800. It's back at 1,000. Oh my God, I'm panicking again. And look at this. You've just lost. You've lost some money here. You could have just held, not even worry about it, not even listen to the FUD. Look what the trader did. He did great. He made money off of all of you people who panicked. You're going to lose. The house is going to win. The good speculator is going to win. Don't play that game. Don't get into that game. Buy and hold. And another thing that's going to happen when you get into this fear situation that you must have the strength, the strong hand to ignore, is that you're probably going to sell your, if you're in the United States, you're going to panic. You're going to sell it for $900 at Coinbase. Taxable event right there. Then you buy back. You're going to pay taxes on what just happened. It's depending on a couple of things, but you're just complicating matters. Buy and hold doesn't involve selling and paying taxes, and that Coinbase will be keeping track of. No, if you buy and hold, you're not going to worry about paying taxes because you're just holding. You're not doing a taxable event here. All right? So that's another thing to strengthen your hand. Avoid all the complications of taxes. And by the way, the trader, he's not paying any taxes because he's in Russia, and there are no rules in Russia or wherever he is. There are no rules. He doesn't have to worry about taxes, that guy. You, on the other hand, in the United States, you got to worry about that stuff. So don't play that game with the Russian. Have 2020 faith. So as I alluded to before, the fundamentals of Bitcoin have not changed one bit. No matter what happens in China, if every exchange gets shut down in China, well, how has Bitcoin changed at all? Tell me. Bitcoin is still going to have a halving in 2020. People in India are still going to need to get their money out of India somehow. People in Zimbabwe are going to still need to get their money out of Zimbabwe. I've been to Zimbabwe. I've been to Southern Africa. I see that the people need it. Bitcoin is still and is going to be needed in these developing nations that don't even have it yet. When they do have it, it sells at a premium. It sells at a $100 premium, sometimes even more. Those fundamentals have not changed due to something that occurs in China. People are still suffering financially all over this world, looking for solutions, wanting Bitcoin. Go to Zimbabwe, go to Mozambique like I have, and talk to the people. They don't know jack from what's going on in China. They know what's going on in their country. And that fundamentally does not change no matter what all these FUD people start screaming. Oh, it's going down to 500 because something happened in China. Let me buy your Bitcoin, steal your Bitcoin from you, basically. And I call it 2020 faith because the Bitcoin halving is still going to happen in 2020. And that is a big event. And that is, there will be a build-up to that event, like there was a build-up to the halving in 2016, where there's a price build-up. You just have to wait around until then. All right, and if you want to sell then be my guest, whatever. Have a goal. 2020 is not that long away. It's not far away. It's a nice round number. There's a big event that's going to happen that year. Have that as a clear goal. That's how you beat this. That's how you remain calm in Bitcoin. That's how you get rid of the FUD, is if you have a goal. You just keep it in your mind. 2020. 2020. Another thing. You, as a person, probably, maybe you're living on the financial edge here. You don't, you might feel like, God, I don't have that much money. It just dropped. I need cash. I have to sell. I have to sell now because the price is going to drop even more. I just need $900 right now because I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Okay? You don't want to have that mindset. You don't want to be in that world where you feel the need that you have to sell. So you're going to have to correct some things in your life right now. And don't buy big screen TVs. Don't buy NFL jerseys. If you're a young guy, don't rush into marriage. Don't have kids that you can't afford. Just live within your means, people. If you're living within your means, and you will make more money than you spend. You will have extra money to spend on Bitcoin. If you spend your extra money on Bitcoin, you won't feel the need to get that Bitcoin back again anytime soon until 2020. It was extra money to begin with. You're living within your means. You're not going to need to get into that nest egg. Consider it like a hybrid version of savings, your Bitcoin. But you're going to have to get savings first. So you're going to have to get into a mentality where you just don't live for the day. And a lot of people live for the day, and that leads to panic. You hear all these people talking about these cryptocurrencies that are just flash in the pans. Oh, let me get into this. Oh, it's so much better than Bitcoin. Look, it went up 800% in one day. And then it does, 6 months later, it's worth like nothing, basically. And Bitcoin is still there. Those people don't think long term. They just think about the next day. They think, oh, it's doing well today. Oh, hey, it's forever. Or it's going to do well, or whatever. I don't care. I'm not an investor. I don't think. You need to think. You need to have long-term thinking abilities here. Okay, be rational. Be rational. All right. So another thing to remember, these drops are going to keep on happening. They're going to keep on happening. So get that through your head, that this is going to happen again. I got to have a strong hand. It's not a one-time thing. It will go back up again. You just have to keep that in mind. It's really important. Finally, I think we should have something called the Strong Hand Club, where a bunch of people who have 10 Bitcoin make a pact that they're not, look, this is my address with my 10 Bitcoin over here. Look how I'm not selling any. I'm going to demonstrate that it's mine because I'm going to send 50 cents to this address. And you will always be able to check this one address of mine to see that I never sold. And now it's 2020. Look, I never sold. And everybody, all the people who want to be in the Strong Hand Club do that. Hey, I'm just coming up with that idea right now, but it reassures people that there are people out there that have really strong hands, that have 10 Bitcoin, and this kind of stuff doesn't bother them at all. So think like those people. Think like you're rich. I know a lot of people who are listening now don't even have any Bitcoin yet. And some just have half a Bitcoin, and these price drops mean a lot to them, and you know they think it's going to be, they put a lot into this. Think about it. Think about how rich people think. They don't panic, all right? So I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. I hope you enjoyed this video.